What's up, you guys? I'm back with a new view, with a new for the YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell twice for post notifications. Today we're gonna react to YSL Rico plea deal exception. I think it's two people to the plea deals. Alright, let's get to this. Hope everybody having a good Monday. Get up, get at it, getting through it. I just want to say a prayer for my brother right now, man. He going through a very bad time. I don't want to talk about it out here, but I'm gonna take a moment of silence. Say a personal prayer for my brother B. I ask that y'all put him in y'all prayers, man. Any type of prayer. Um, yeah, man, he going through a bad time right now. It's crazy, but let's get to this, man. Let's get to this video, and I might react to some other things too as well. I said I hope everybody having a productive Monday. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody get you out of your element. Stay positive, man. Stay prayed up. Keep pushing. We're going through this thing called life. Me and you. So, without further, let's go ahead and see what this clown of this circus of a fucking case is going on. Let's see what's going on. I got y'all blunts here. I got y'all joints, whatever y'all got. Get it ready, man, so we can spark it up. Oh, hold on, y'all. Shut up.
Yes, ma'am.
To make other adverse or unfavorable consequences and with protection, just like a conviction that is advice by your attorney or anyone else.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences that for the firearm or the ability to obtain a weapon.
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned about pleading if you use, receive, a firearm, or use a firearm in a crime, you will be guilty, which may carry a
Yes, ma'am.
including mental health offenses by person.
Yes, ma'am.
And then by jury, the right to see, hear, from witnesses called to testify against you, and the right to testify to remain silent, not incriminate yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned about pleading guilty, only right, and right, the right to trial by jury,
Yes.
the right to incriminate yourself,
Yes.
the
Yes.
right to the counsel,
Yes. Yes.
the right to testify on behalf,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to subpoena witnesses and compel,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to charge by reasonable doubt,
Yes.
and the right to discharge at the trial.
Yes.
Fourth, the right to promise you anything, to which you enter guilty plea.
No, ma'am.
With respect to 22 how do you plead to count one, conspiracy against the Black Organization Act?
Yes.
If you guilty freely, to begin with full knowledge of charges against you.
No.
Do you understand that you may have only three convictions?
No.
You have a court petition, the voluntariness and constitutionality.
Yes.
You also understand that you have 30 days to appeal the conviction based on your plea today. You also understand that you have at the end of this term of court to file a motion seeking to withdraw your.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, in this case, were to proceed, continue the trial, evidence has shown and will show that Ryan conspired with others to pay unslide like gang activity and unlike others have been over acts of murder in themselves as they assault, also including social media posts asserting their violent nature. Your Honor, report the present for evidence regarding the two of the Jamal Holmes, which is Orion and YSL Plea, Lord, Bernard Putin, to an apartment at 59 Road, which is an area of the evidence deposited during the course of the incident. Mr. Ryan along with Blaylock emerged from the apartment shooting at people and Mr. Warren, Mr. in the head. After the incident, a few hours later, Mr. Ryan posted a video of his public social media post and that makes the news. A media post in which Ryan is promoted or enhanced the reputation of YSL. He was intended to show further evidence Mr. Ryan was convicted of the Holmes while in prison. He continues to enhance the reputation of YSL, specifically when YSL co-creator, the co-defendant, was given a bond to at telling that Mr. Ryan on account in prison, post on his social media. YSL signed and stated, "We're coming to get you." YSL Fremont and reverence and gave the bond. This is the evidence that we're going to show if we were to given the current status and offer to Mr. Ryan for this kind of with his current coach.
You may. And I wanted to just add one thing, different have to five things after this plea, and that is that Steve Williams and Ms. Sabasi will regularly enter court or 30 days, whichever is later, and so they would be filing these things for that time, they would be the ones to file those for you, okay? Is there anything that the defense wants to add to the record?
Your Honor, I have had the representative Brown with Ms. Williams. It's quite that she could not be today for an important day. This trial is exhausting for everybody, and that includes Mr. Ryan, who has been going to since he was 15 years old. We categorically and that YSL is the criminal dangerous street gang, which it's been made out on through this trial. We're actually quite happy with the record which was established during the presentation of the state's evidence of the alleged murder. This plea today, Mr. Ryan is making a decision which is going to be the best for his future he has, because he's already serving a life sentence. One sentence to remain in custody. As they are established from his appeal, and hopefully is overturned, we don't want him sitting in prison for something else. Certainly not for actions he took when he was younger, and actions he took which are largely a product of how he, as stated, Your Honor, Mr. Ryan was 15 years old at the Jamari Holmes murder. You've seen through the images, he was at all doors, doing all different things, which I don't think any longer 15-year-old to be out doing. So that is where he was, and so he did adopt or around him the people who could support him, the people in his group themselves, YSL. Mr. Ryan at no point was trying to advance a criminal street gang. They're trying to protect himself, being a person largely, and this is where he's ended up. I would like to think that there's been some sort of rehabilitative function here since he was sentenced to prison. That has happened as he heard some of his additional cases or in the prison system. It would be a case like this could possibly be invested in the future of people like Mr. Ryan. It would be one of some of the most case like this could possibly be invested in the future of people like Ryan, who go into custody at such a and who really better these changes that they really need to have a prison.
Yeah, he was already in jail.
That has gone up a lot during this anymore. He doesn't want to ever be back in a courtroom ever again. He's heard about all sorts of incidents, which the 2015 He's 11 years old. Mr. Ryan has brought up a lot during this trial. Yep. He doesn't want to ever be back, ever again. He's all sorts of incidents, but he's 11 years old. Mr. Ryan's most sincere wish is to move on, to put this behind him, and take the opportunity to not drag it out any further. He just would like to judge.
Thank you. Mr. Ryan, I just ensure that you, and that this ultimately a decision is yours to make, not his, and I appreciate that Mr. Williams have been available in giving you legal advice. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, want to plead
Yes, ma'am.
it has with attorneys.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Bossy, have you and or Mr. Williams talked to Ms. Ryan about the benefits and drawbacks of all of these different options?
Yes, Your Honor.
I find that the basis for a guilty plea to count one, the conspiracy to act, whatever the be regard to what YSL is, or Ryan may or may not have intended, there is the record as it already is in this case to support to violate the Rico Act, and I have the conspiracy evidence to advance the through a pattern of racketeering activity and control personal property money. The factual basis for that exists, and I'm going to Mr. Ryan's guilty plea. I find it involuntary and with an understanding of the consequences of this plea, and I'm going to accord with the recommendation that both of the state and the defense have tried to negotiate here, which is a sentence of 10 years commuted time served and run concurrently with the sentence as we serving, and certainly within the court's consideration is Mr. Ryan is 20 life sentence for of Mr. Holmes, and while I understand that is on appeal right now, those are facts that exist now. So that is the sense of it. Mr. Ryan, at 20 years old, you have most of your life of you, and I don't know what it is going to hold with regard to your appeal or anything after that, but whether it is more years or whether at some point in time you see the light outside world again, which is very likely considering your age, as you have yourself while you're incarcerated and do not to either commit crimes in prison or violate any of the prison rules, if you're straight and narrow, then somebody your age after serving some amount of time is probably going to be considered. And you just have to keep that in mind for sort of the long run, and not play in the short game, but play in the long games and have a future in yourself. So that is your sentence, and I wish that with further maturity, much like Ms. Abbasi has said that you have already exhibited throughout the course, that you were able to make better decisions and steer in a better direction. Thank you.
So let's get it.
Yeah, man. Okay, so that's one plea deal up the way. Damn, I didn't know this in jail a certain life sentence, but it's on appeal, so hopefully you get that appeal. I don't know what it is with these. I think these plea deals came up because it's like the defense got them, but they don't got the prosecutors fully. So they gotta come to amends or agreement, and I think the pleas is playing a role in that. Kind of like the prosecutors giving them something, that the defense, kind of capitalizing on it best way they can while they're getting, some type of leeway. Yeah, that's crazy, but yeah, let's see who's the next in the take a plea deal. But I agree with I think Seti Nash said it. I don't think Thug's attorneys or none of them gonna take a plea, because I think they got enough to say that this isn't a strong Rico. I mean, even with them pleading to certain things, that would mean everybody did, and I don't know. We just gonna have to see. Let's see what's up.
You're supposed to be a part of your gang, and you know who the hell he is. So that's one. Number two, and the most important part. If y'all seen yesterday, Lil Rod was nowhere to be found. Which could only lead to one thing and one thing only. That Lil Rod was working on his video. And just like the rest of y'all, shout out to Miss Abase, because she was kicking cats left and right, right and left, right and left, right and left, left and right, left and right, left and right. Then hit with it. If you heard what we heard, you have done. Lil Rod is actually guilty that he's been told that he did. It seems like Lil Rod, it seems that Lil Rod might have underrepresented. So if that's the case, and what we've seen, the expert, so-called sheriff, so-called who was doing all this stuff, did a half-assed investigation. We did the video live. It was just at like some thousand views. I didn't even know the interview. They didn't even care about it. We got this out the way. Then on that channel, we said to be fair, square. We knew. Prejudice, quick. And just said, you know, I can do a mid-job without prejudice right now, but what you want to do? Cards on the table. They came out with some BS, and I mean out BS plea deals. So what we do is we will go through the plea deals, and we're going to make it so that we understand what's going on. At the current moment as it stands, there's 3 left. Let's understand. There's B. Shannon Jackson, aka Mass Charlotte. There's the other aka Jeff Williams, aka Keith Adams. Keith Adams and God, what's my boy? Brian Steve on the case. And then we got Yagan, aka Weinstein, aka the Bat Law for the hard form. I ain't gonna talk, get real exciting. But let's get into the second plea deal, because this one actually serves the freaking state.
Yes. Marquavius Ewing, QUAVIUS. HUE.
On indictment 25.
Yes.
Are you at this time taking alcohol, drugs, or medicine? How old are you? And how far are you going?
12th grade high school diploma.
To read, write, and publish. Do you understand that you can charge with count 1, conspiracy to violate the records of organization, which carries sentences of 5 to 20?
Yes.
3, you were initially charged with armed robbery, which carries sentences of 20.
Yes.
You were charged with count 4 and 5 tonight, assault with a deadly weapon, for 20 years.
Yes.
Charged with count 6, count 7, innocent, which charged with possession of a firearm or the commission of a felony.
Yes.
That carries out 5 years served consecutive to any other count in the indictment.
Yes.
You were also charged with armed robbery in counts 14 and 15.
Yes.
Also charged with assault with a deadly weapon with counts 16 and 17.
Yes.
Charged with hijack motor vehicle in the first degree.
Yes.
You were charged with possession of a firearm.
Yes.
19 and 20. You were charged with 4 counts of participation in country activity, which were counts 22, 23, and 46.
Yes.
And were charged with possession of weapon by party individual, which is count 44, and possession of a telephone device by individual, which was count 45.
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to plead if you guilty of these charges? And not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury.
Yes.
Have you had opportunity to go over this waiver of rights form with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And is this your signature on the document? Before of this document?
Yes.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorneys, Carrington Matthew Sr. and Jr., about all the facts and circumstances known to you regarding charges in this indictment, including any potential defenses?
Yes.
Do you need any more time to discuss this matter with your attorney?
No.
Are you counsel, are you satisfied with their counsel representation?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait for reading of the indictment.
Yes.
If any with respect to the indictment.
Yes.
It's trying to understand, have you been arrested on all of the charges contained within this indictment?
Yes.
And Mr. Matthew Jr., are you aware of any other outstanding warrants for these charges?
We are not.
Have your attorneys advised the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge you are pleading to?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand this is a negotiated plea, which means the state will recommend to the court the following sentence?
Yes.
Don't take this as well. As a count, which is conspiracy to violate the the state recommendation is 20 years to serve 9 years, the bounds of 11 years. Count 3, armed robbery, based on negotiations, it will reduce to robbery. It offers a sentence of 20 years to serve 9 years in custody. Concurrent, count 1, the bounds of 11 years on age. As in count 4, aggravated assault weapon, they will 20 years to serve 9 years in custody. Concurrent with count 3, bounds of 11 years on age. as count eight, assault with a deadly weapon, the state agrees to the null process. As to count six, possession. The state's recommendation is 5 years to serve consecutive to counts 1, 3, 14, felony. The state will null process or dismiss that count. As to count 14, which is armed robbery, will reduce that to robbery. 20 years to serve 9 years in custody, concurrent 3 and 4, 11 years on probation. Count 15, armed robbery reduced to robbery, 20 years to serve 9. Years in custody, concurrent with counts 1, 3, 4, and 14, balance of 11 years on probation. Count 16, will cross or dismiss. Count 17, that count will merge with count 15. Count 18 will be null crossed or dismissed by the state. Count 19, possession of firearms or the commission of a felony, will be 5 years to serve. Counts 1, 3, 4, but concurrent with count 6, and that will be suspended. Count 20 will be null crossed. Or dismissed by the state. Count 21. 1, 3, 4, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 44. Count 22 will be or dismissed by the state, as well as count 23.
shit. I gotta fix this shit. Man. Doing it, bro.
Do you want to review before I continue?
No, that's fine, go ahead.
Do you understand that you are not allowed to possess or use a firearm while on probation?
Yes.
Do you understand that you are not a United States citizen? A guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status. And will result in deportation, just like conviction. This is true regardless of being advised by your attorney or anyone else.
Yes.
Do you understand that neither the court
Always awesome gaming. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell twice for post notifications.
courts, your attorney, nor the district attorney's office has anything to do with parole, the Department of Corrections, or the Board of Pardons and Paroles, and no one can guarantee parole, no matter what anyone has told you.
Yes.
Do you understand there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following a trial? For example, your guilty plea may affect your right to vote. right to hold public office, your right to serve on a jury, your right to obtain a passport, your right to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain a permit. Do you understand?
Yes.
You understand about pleading guilty to a felony if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or use a firearm in a crime, you will be guilty of a felony, which makes it.
Yes.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses and help by entering pleading guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you went to trial, you have the right to a trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and confront witnesses called to testify against you, and the right to testify to remain silent and not incriminate yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand about pleading guilty, you're giving up the following rights, and after each right, I'll ask you to respond. The right to trial by jury,
Yes.
the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself,
Yes.
the right to confront witnesses against you,
Yes.
the right to assistant counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot warrant an attorney at the trial of your case,
Yes.
the right to presumption of innocence,
Yes.
the right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence,
Yes.
the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence,
Yes.
the right to have charges against you proved beyond a reasonable doubt,
Yes.
and the right to appeal if convicted of these charges at their trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to enter a guilty plea?
No.
With respect to indictment 22 SC 183572, how do you plead to the charges in that indictment?
I plead guilty.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with a full knowledge of charges against
Yes, ma'am.
you? Do you understand that you have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
Yes.
Do you understand you have 4 years from today's date to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness and constitutionality of this guilty plea?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have 30 days in which to appeal your conviction based on your plea today?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have until the end of this term of court to file a motion seeking to withdraw your guilty plea?
Yes.
Your Honor, if this case were to go to trial, the state will expect, or if we were to continue this trial, the state will expect to show, or evidence has shown and will show, that Mr. Huey conspired with others to participate in YSL through a pattern of racketeering activity, and multiple defendants, as well as unindicted co-conspirators, have committed overt acts of burglary conspiracy to include drug sales, aggravated assault, and murder. Also, it includes posting on social media asserting the violent nature of and the dominance of young slime life, aka YSL. Specifically, Mr. Huey himself participated in 2 robberies he posted on social media, and he engaged in text messages with his fellow co-conspirators. On April 26, 2019, Mr. Huey, along with another individual, armed by Mr. Dewan Maynard, at an apartment complex located on Massaga Drive in the Buckhead neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County. He robbed Mr. Maynard at gunpoint and pistol with him. Mr. Huey was wearing a very distinctive yellow jacket. He stole a ring, a necklace, a luxury wallet, and other items. He then fled the scene of that black Mustang. Portion of this robbery, Your Honor, was caught on surveillance video. After the robbery, Mr. Huey was seen on his social media account with the ring and necklace that were identical to the items that were stolen from Mr. Maynard. Additionally, on IG, on Instagram, or on social media, there were several pictures of Mr. Huey photographed next to a black Mustang. There were several pictures. Lastly, there were pictures of Mr. Huey on his social media wearing the same distinctive yellow jacket that was seen on the surveillance video. Based on that evidence, Your Honor, arrest warrants were issued for Mr. Huey. While on bond for the 2019 armed robbery, Your Honor, on October 1st, 2020, Mr. Huey went to the apartments located at 250 Fulton Street, Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County, to meet with Mr. Gary Holloman. Gary Holloman, who is now deceased, told law enforcement officers on the night that he was robbed that Mr. Huey, who he knew, asked to meet with him so that Mr. Holloman could give Mr. Huey money to put on another co-conspirator to Aquarius Mender's books or commentary in Fulton County Jail. Aquarius Mender, who is a co-defendant and co-conspirator, is the nephew. Mr. Huey were friends, or are friends. Mr. Holliday agreed to meet with Mr. Huey at the location. While at the location, Mr. Huey, along with another individual, approached Mr. Holliday. One person had an assault rifle. They took from Mr. Holliday his car and his money. They also robbed another young lady by the name of Alicia Coppage. Mr. Huey and another unidentified individual fled the scene and left. Mr. Holliday immediately called the police. When police arrived, Mr. Holliday was able to use another cell phone to track his phone. He was able to track that phone going in the direction of I-75 South. And
So what are y'all saying? Y'all saying Young Thug got everybody together and had him doing all this? No, I don't believe that. That shit is crazy.
Ultimately, that phone was located on Oak Drive, which is in the Cleveland Avenue area, which is the area of Territory 4, Young Fly Line. Also, Mr. Howard was able to show police officers the social media pages of Mr. Huey to identify him. Initially, the police marked this case as information, and the case was not initially investigated. However, about 1 month later, Mr. Howard went to police headquarters, spoke with investigators. He was able to pick Mr. Huey up photograph lineup. Subsequently, investigator Elizabeth Rico, who was formerly with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, found a jail call with the Aquarius Winder, Mr. Winder's mother, as well as Gary Holloman discussing the robbery, and Mr. Holloman discussing what occurred to him.
Oh.
Were taken out from Mr.
Oh, they got a baby in that court. That baby in there coughing. That baby might got that shit. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I got that baby in there, man. That baby gonna be snitching. Why is the baby in the courtroom, man? That's crazy. That's wild. Why is the baby in the courtroom, man? So if somebody was being hung back in, oh yeah, of course they had babies, you know, for entertainment purposes only. Allegedly. Man. Got the baby up in there.
going in the direction of I-75 South, and ultimately that phone was located on Oak Drive, which is in the Cleveland area, which is the area or Territory 4, Young Fly Line. Also, Mr. Howard was able to show police officers the social media pages of Mr. Huey to identify him. Initially, the police marked this case as information, and the case was not initially investigated. However, about 1 month later, Mr. Howard went to police headquarters, spoke with investigators. He was able to pick Mr. Huey up photograph lineup. Subsequently, investigator Elizabeth Rico, who was formerly with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, found a jail call with the Aquarius Winder, Mr. Winder's mother, as well as Gary Holloman discussing the robbery, and Mr. Holloman discussing what occurred to him.
Somebody get that baby.
Photograph lineup. Subsequently, investigator Elizabeth Rico, who was formerly with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, found a jail call with the Aquarius Winder, Mr. Winder's mother, as well as Gary Holloman discussing the robbery, and Mr. Holloman discussing what occurred to him.
Get that baby. Somebody get that baby, bro. That baby shouldn't be in there, dude.
Arrest
That's
was
crazy.
taken out for Mr. Huey. He was initially arrested in November of 2020. During that arrest and pursuant to a search warrant, his home was searched. In that search, they found two rifle handguns. Also, they found items belonging to an individual.
That's crazy, bro. Hold on. Let's go back one more time. And then this shit she read right after the baby. Hold on.
During that arrest and pursuant to a search warrant, his home was searched. In that search, they found two rifle handguns. Also, they found items belonging to an individual by the name of Chandler Durham. During that search warrant, they seized Mr. Hugh's phones, and pursuant to a search warrant, they searched those phones. Upon seeing the items from Chandler Durham, investigator Rico checked the Atlanta Police Department's database to find out there were any police reports associated with Chandler Durham. She found a police report from March 12, 2020. In that report, Chandler Durham reported that while he was working at a music studio, his car and additional items to include a luxury bag were stolen. After finding the report, investigator Rico went through the contents of Mr. Hugh's phone, and she saw a few text messages of his. She saw a text conversation on March 12, 2020 between Jeffrey Williams and Mr. Huey. Jeffrey Williams told Mr. Huey that they needed to take that shit back. Mr. Huey denied involvement in taking the items and blamed it on another person. Mr. Williams then told Mr. Huey in his text message, if he doesn't take it back, he's going to die. Also found in Huey's cell phone were 2 incidents in which Mr. Huey and Mr. Williams were in conversation with each other regarding rival gang member Rashawn Bennett, aka YSL. On January 19, 2020, Mr. Williams sent a flyer to Huey with the performance location of YSL. The text message read, handle that tonight, flat. Then Huey responded, flat. Your Honor, based on the state's understanding, flat means slime love all the time. Then on September 2nd, 2020, Mr. Huey sent a flyer to Mr. Williams with another performance location of Mr. Rashawn Bennett. Mr. Williams texted, flag candle and stay very low. Huey's response was flat and for sure, I've been out the way. And appreciate you for everything, my brother. Never about money with me, I'm built on loyalty. Williams' response was flat, handle that, I got you. In 2021, we were able to recover another phone from Mr. Huey after he was subsequently arrested on grand jury warrants. When we did a search warrant of that phone, there was additional communication between Mr. Williams and Mr. Huey. Mr. Huey told Mr. Williams on November 14, 2021, you know I'm ready to handle the business and you'll sit down if I got to about any one of y'all on my mama. This text message followed information that was provided to investigator Rico by Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland, during an October 2021 interview, advised investigator Rico that he was aware of a potential plot to harm another rival gang member, Kelvin Watts, also known as Shell Kel, at a venue, Diamonds of the Land on Northside Drive. Mr. Coleman advised that he was aware that Huey was to participate in this plot to harm Watts, and he attempted to tell Huey not to participate. Lastly, Your Honor, on February 18, 2022, while held at the Fulton County Jail, along with Aquarius Mender, they were both housed in the same cell. There was a search of their dorm and the legal cell phone, their cell they shared. And based on what we know, the evidence that we have, that cell phone was used to communicate with YSL members. Your Honor, evidence that we would come out had we continued the trial, given where we are. We made a decision to resolve this case with Mr. P. For the offer that was earlier, Your Honor. I have a copy.
All right, and with regard to the offer, I just wanted to be clear that on counts 6 and 19, which are possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, while this 5-page plea agreement document, that those are going to serve on the intention is that those 2 counts be suspended. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes.
and in your global sentence, it says 5 years suspension, so I assume that that's what y'all meant by that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Ms. Matthews?
Yeah, good afternoon to this honor. I'd like to begin by expressing to the court that we emphatically and categorically deny all of the recitation that's been presented by the court with respect to some of these allegations that's been laid out by the state. However, we do recognize that there are enough factual allegations in the recitation to support each and every count to which Mr. Huey is pleading this afternoon. So we do stipulate that there is enough to move forward with this plea. For those reasons, Your Honor, we're standing before this court to talk to this court about the acceptance of responsibility with respect to Mr. Marquavius Huey. Your Honor, Mr. Marquavius Huey, Georgia, he lived in South community, a neighborhood project in Atlanta community. He grew up there. He's seen a lot of things. His short 28-year life. His father was murdered in 20, and he's been without a father for a number of years. He's been raised by his mother as a single parent. He has a number of siblings. There have been times when Mr. Huey and his mother and his family have been homeless and have lived out of a car. So he's had a very hard life as it relates to his upbringing. Notwithstanding that, he wants to graduate from high school. Mr. Huey, Your Honor, now has 2 children. He's 28 years old. He has 2 children. He has a 5-year-old son. He has a daughter born in July of 2022. He has never met or seen his daughter in person until today, as she's here in this courtroom.
That might have been that baby.
He recognizes that choices puts him before this court in this case. Your Honor, we are asking this court to take into consideration that he has no prior felony convictions. I've had a very long time to get to know Mr. Huey because I've been with Mr.
See,
Huey.
that's good. They looking good, man. They looking in good shape, man. The defense might got this one in the bag, man. It's about to be, it's over, man. And I know Thug ain't about to take no plea at all. Shit.
Huey on a regular, daily, basis during the week. January of 2023. I've got a chance to him. I've got a chance to work on this case regularly. January of 2023. A chance to know him. I've got a chance to work with him on his regular. He wants to, when he gets out of custody, Your Honor, he wants to do another thing in particular. He wants to start and become affiliated with a nonprofit organization where he can be able to talk to children, teenagers, because he was a teenager when he lost his father, and things began to take a turn for Mr. Huey. To be able to tell teenagers, young boys, young black boys, he wants to be able to say to them, don't do what I did, and you have another way in which you can go. And he wants to be able to share his experiences in that way. I've linked Huey up with an organization called Young Generation Movement, and I've known that nonprofit organization and the organization for